trying this again. Couldn't deal with the YouTube format, so if you were just on my live, I hope you found my way back here. Let's see. There he is. All right, this is better. I know how to use StreamYard. Hope that wasn't too confusing. But we're back now. Yeah, Judy Menzel's here. I'm going to open it up. So if anybody wants to come up and talk some late night treasure, let me know. We'll do it. I'm going to pin the comment. No, don't put me in a timeout. Is that how you pin it? Maybe. All right, who's in here? Who do we got? 907, he's always here. He's always helping me out. Judy Menzel. Anybody wants to come up and chat, let me know. Click the link, should be right there. Jump on in. Judy, I just got your other comment from on my other video, but I'm glad you're here now. Swamp Rat's back. All right, yeah, I had a live going. I didn't like the YouTube format. Came back onto StreamYard. Much more familiar with this. Anybody wants to come up? The link should be there in in the comments. Let's talk some treasure. I'm in my jammies too. I'm a Mario PJ pants on. Hey, Tom Riley's here. What's going on? I've seen the Rogue 360 and clamp magnets used on different channels. Yeah, so some of those new magnets have been put out already in trial mode. I don't know who they've contacted to test specific things. They did ask me if I'd test a new product. Obviously, I'd say yes. But I just think production and shipping from wherever they ship from, they've had some real issues with that. But they've got a whole new lineup, so it's going to be more than just the Beast Box. I can't say too much. They've asked me not to. But new stuff is coming, so that's really exciting. Oh, I went out, like I said, I went magnet fishing at one location today. Just a real small stream, but I cleaned up a lot out of there. Prices are going up. I don't know anything about that. Prices go up on everything all the time. Grandma Kelly's in the house. One of my new members. Thank you, Grandma Kelly. I do have a membership now. So if anybody wants to help support my channel, it's only 99 cents a month. You'll get shout outs in the chat like this. You'll get cool emojis to use. Or you'll help with shipping costs for when I do giveaways. And we're going to have some member-only perks. Have some sneak peeks to videos. I'll put out, if it's a metal detecting video, cool find I got. It's a magnet fishing, cool thing that I got from that too. So gonna be some cool stuff, and I hope to do some informational videos for everybody too, like how to do video editing or how to make a good thumbnail, things like that. And we're gonna do some special members only giveaways as well. So thank you, Judy. Judy's a new member right there. So you'll get all those perks that I just mentioned and everything else that I'm still developing it. Thinking of stuff to add for you guys as well. So thank you, Judy, for coming a new member. So while I got everybody here, it only shows one for me, which is really annoying because I know there's way more than one person here. But I know like nobody's here, but I'm going to announce it to you guys. My 2-year YouTube birthday is coming up in August. And for that, I'm going to be giving away presents. So it's my birthday, but I'm going to be giving away the presents. So I'm going to try to do a bunch of giveaways in August for my YouTube birthday. We're hoping to have variety of prizes. So we're going to have, hopefully, talk to Rogue, get a magnet in the mix, give away a Rogue magnet. We're going to be having some metal detecting prizes. They're gifts, really. It's my birthday. I'm giving out the gifts. So we're going to have some magnet stuff, maybe a hook, grappling hook for that, hard to grab stuff. We're going to have some metal detecting stuff. I'm running through ideas right now. That's your real birthday? That's awesome. Relic Reaper's in the house. So yeah, look to that. And if you guys have any ideas of what would be great, one of the things I'm going to be doing is a poker chip giveaway. So I've got a bunch of extra poker chips that people have sent me. I've got a couple that I'm keeping for myself, but I've got a big stack of extras here as well. So there's going to be like a big poker chip giveaway that's got sticker packs and all this other stuff. Hardcore Copper, what's going on? There's going to be like a 508 Magnets merch present for you guys. Shirt in there. We're going to have stickers. I think I'm going to get a poker chip for that as well. So keep an eye out. I'm going to make an official announcement video for my birthday giveaway. But I'm going to try to make it really awesome. So be on the lookout for that official announcement. I'm going to try to work and get as much things as I can to make it fun for everybody. So I don't want to just narrow it down to, just metal detecting people or just magnet fishing people or even just coin collecting people. Any hats? I might make a hat. I haven't made a hat yet just because my merch isn't super... People aren't really buying it. I buy most of my merch. But, if more people bought it, I would put more products out there. But a hat I was definitely thinking of. I actually love wearing hats, but I don't wear one when I'm doing YouTube because I wear the GoPro on my head. So the hat doesn't really work with that. But I love designing things like my logo. I've got the stickers here. Like my logo, I designed this. Yeah, so I love designing. I love video editing. So I like just designing things. So if anybody wants to come up, I dropped the link. Let's have a late night treasure talk. Better talking to somebody else than me just rambling on here. That's awesome. You made your own logo. I like the little piggy bank. Swamp redesigned his logo. Yeah, I went through 2. Very similar, but I just kind of tweaked it a little bit. So if anybody has one of my original stickers, that's what that looks like. And then I got a new design, pretty much the same thing, but I got rid of the YouTube little play button, and then I made the font bigger, and then a little hard to see on screen, but it says metal detecting and magnification. So just little tweaks. I like it a little better. Still playing around with it. If I get up and figure something else out, it'd be cool. But I got a sweatshirt. This is like super comfortable sweatshirt. If anybody wants to check out my merch link, like that's where it is. Got the logo on there, and then on the back it says throw, pull, repeat, because that's what magnification is. You throw it, you pull it, you do it again. Yeah, that's all right, because I wouldn't even do it anyways, because I heard YouTube gets kind of picky about their logo being on stuff. So I don't know. That's why I took it off. Well, thank you, Judy. I appreciate every single person that watches, because I mean, I'd still do this even if nobody watched it, but even if no one is on this live, I'd still be talking to people like they were here. So I have my stickers made from Sticker Mule. Pretty reasonable company. They have deals all the time. You can get like I think it's like 50 stickers for $30, which is a really good deal, and they're very good quality. I've had one of these on my car for like almost 2 years now, and it's still there and still looks as good as the day that I put it on. So
Nice.
Hey, Grandma Kelly.
How are you?
I am good.
Good. I am looking magnet fishing lovely.
I got a little dirt left on me still.
Oh yeah, I haven't showered yet. I was gonna go shower, and then you invited people up, but I thought, nah, I can shower later. You guys can't smell me, so it's okay.
Oh yeah, though thank God smell-o-vision isn't a thing. So
yeah,
I went magnet fishing this morning, and I did 2 different spots for metal detecting. So I just feel dirty, even though like I've washed my hands like several times throughout the day.
Well, I spend a lot of time when I magnet fish, even with gloves on, because it gets underneath the gloves. Then my fingernails still end up dirty for a long time afterwards. And I wash my hands, and I clean houses too. And you would think that the Clorox would kill it off, but some lakes I get out of, and I have black fingers for days. All around in here. This lake was clean today. It was really clean lake today. Yeah,
I just hit a little stream that while I was working the other day, I saw it, and I was like, oh, there's some stuff in there, but it's not too much. But I pulled out a good amount of stuff. So
good. You got some exciting stuff to share then.
Yeah, and I was with my kiddo, so
that's always
he was loving it.
Yeah.
He's got a little like 450 magnet. It's just a little mini mag, I call it, but he just likes throwing it.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I think it's good to get kids involved as soon as you can. I have some videos of my grandkids out with me, so and they have a really good time.
Swamp Rat here too.
Hi, Guy. How are you?
Hey, Grandma Kelly. Hey, 508. How you doing?
We're doing good, man.
Just my camera there a little bit.
There you go.
Whew.
I just couldn't sleep, and I figured there's got to be other people awake too. So.
Well, it's only 7:30.
No, it's 10:30 here.
Yeah,
it's 10:30.
I've gone to bed at 7:30 before, but not today.
I just saw Mary's in the chat.
Hey, Mary, how are you?
There goes the neighborhood, right?
No, it's okay. I love Mary Round.
I do
Hardcore
too.
Copper, check out Rogue Magnetics. There's a link in pretty much every video of mine except for this one because I just put it up. It's in all my profile. And 508 Mag 10 gets you 10% off. So there's my plug right there.
There we go. It's important.
I have a Rogue. I had one Rogue, but I gave it away.
It's a good magnet. You know, like
I won a Beast box, and because I'm a Kratos affiliate, you know, I'm throwing that Kratos Titan, and it's a great. The Beast is a great magnet. It's not my Titan. Yeah,
I get it.
I love how they package it too.
Yeah.
You know, guys, so I've been in retail for a long time, and Father Kratos is probably going to not be happy that I said this. But you know, there's only a couple companies that are actually making magnets. Beyond that, we're probably all buying the same magnet.
Yes.
Okay, so it gets down to customer service. and knowing who would affiliate with you. Penny was the only person who would talk to me. Yeah. Because I was 100 and something subscribers. And I wanted
Penny will talk to anybody. He talked to me.
Yeah. And and I tried to contact the other companies because I saw more of them, right? They wouldn't even no, you're not big enough yet. It's the only
I think
I'm like, what? Okay.
Rogue reached out to me, and I am super thankful that they did because they reached out to me at a time after I had just lost my magnet. And at that point too, like my videos weren't really going anywhere. Like it was just like my family and friends and, you know, a couple people watching them and whatnot. And they reached out. They're like, hey, you lost a magnet. How'd you like to, you know, hook up with us? And I think at the time I had like 200 subscribers. Yeah. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, this has got to be like some, you know, scam email, whatever. Because I'm like, I'm on nobody right now. Like, who wants this guy, you know?
Hey, Mary. Yep.
You're always a somebody, buddy. It doesn't matter how many people are watching, you know, and that's one of the things that amazes me. The growth that you can get on YouTube, it can be just like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
in December, I had 36 subscribers. I've got 507 now. So that's been what, 5 months?
Subscribers away from 1,000. I'm 55.
That's awesome.
And I only started November 1st.
What do you think of the redesign?
I like it.
Yeah, I do. I got one here. My sticker board is filling up. I got a swamp rat right there.
Oh yeah, that's one of the original ones when I first, because I was making them myself.
Yeah, that's on a vinyl machine or something, right?
It's gotten to be too time consuming for me, so I've got Park Rat Pat is actually going to be making my new ones with that as the sticker. I wanted it to look like a national seal. Since I'm using the Swamp Rat Nation as the name, I wanted it to look something official. So that's why I went with that.
Great.
That's clever. It does look, you know, with the stars on there and the circular. Yep. I like that a lot.
I did get some help with it.
So I know
that's all right.
Brockton reached out to me and helped me with the redesign on it. So I love that guy.
He's great. I wouldn't be surprised if he jumps in, but he's probably sleeping. He's actually starting to go back to work this week. His hand is finally good enough to go back, I guess. So
I was talking to him about that on Sunday.
Hardcore Copper. You know, I do this thing called Monday Mail, and you don't even have to trade stickers with me to get stickers. You just have to get a hold of me. And I put you in my little book and I send stuff out. Just paying attention to the chat too, guys. Yeah, don't I, Swampy?
Yep.
I send stuff out.
I got my poster right here. Whoa.
I'm waiting for Nightheart to get back a hold of me because I don't do giveaways. I don't do duck races. I don't do any of that. But what I do is I started a fund for magnets, and Penny's helping me with that. And I want to send out one a month, but then some very kind person called Johnny's Corner sent us a donation, so we get to do 2 magnet kits this month. And the next one up is Nightheart, but I have to get a hold of him. And I haven't been able to get a hold of him, but I think he had to do some surgery.
Yeah.
But remember that if you want to switch, trade, or if you want to send me stickers, I do sticker packs and I send them out to everybody.
And
I got a big stack of stickers.
Send me some. And
my email's on the bottom, so anybody wants to hit me up with the email address.
But if you send me a stack, I'll put them in all my mail. And like I'm sending out all over the world, 508.
I will. I don't have you on my board yet, so.
We got to fix that.
Gotta fix that.
Absolutely.
And I got a whole stack of Grandma Kelly stickers over here to be sending out. So every time I send out a packet, it's going to have Grandma Kelly in it now.
Yep. Let me know when you run out and I'll send some more.
Like, that's the thing. You know, I do giveaways all the time, you know, just for hanging out. Well, let's just do some stickers. And, you know, and when I was doing my coin roll show, I just stopped that. This is the first week I haven't done it. Just because I want to focus more on getting out my regular content. And that was supposed to be yeah, exactly. That was supposed to be my winter thing, and now stuff is not frozen. So,
thank you, Mary.
I just got
Lambo.
I got fan mail the other day, and I opened it up thinking it was going to be a sticker pack or something. Check this out.
Oh, beautiful. Hey, quick. Get out.
Somebody sent me a Morgan dollar.
Wow.
Out of the blue.
Who sent it to you?
It was just a fan.
You don't even know? That's cool.
Well, I know who it is. But
okay.
I was going to say that was even cooler.
I haven't brought it up on my channel yet, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got.
But definitely was a surprise. I would never expect somebody to send something like that to
Judy Junk sent me these. You know what?
Oh, I got a card from Judy Junk as well this week.
They go on the back of your glasses.
For my glasses, because I do Saturday live digs or live fishing, and then I can't read the chat. Or I have to try to find my glasses because these are only for reading, right? And they make me feel smarter. So they're on and off all day, and then I have to try and find the glasses so I could read the chat. So she sent me these.
Ooh,
nice. Huh? Oh, that's pretty.
So Judy sent me this poker chip a while back. And then out of the blue, like I think yesterday, she sent me another one.
Nice.
So she's got 2. And I'm going to be giving away the black one here. They're both the same on the back.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I really like the pink one because nobody else has pink.
I know what mine is.
So
nobody else. I've got to get you one of mine at some point. Nobody's got them like me. I've got wooden
nickels. That's cool.
One. Yeah, I have your wood one.
QR code on the back. I mainly made these because when I'm out, people will always stop and talk to me, and I didn't want to hand them a business card because what happens with the business card?
They go in the garbage,
and they never look at it.
Yeah.
With these things, so I give somebody one of these wooden nickels, and they're the exact same size as a poker chip.
Yep.
Right.
There's my Grandma Kelly poker chip.
Oh, see, I'm getting green too. I'm gonna be placing an order.
And see how they fit right there. Oh, that's one of the really old poker chips that I made too, because that one doesn't say Swamp Rat Nation on it. Those were some of the original ones. Man, of course, original for me, December wasn't that long ago. So
I mean, mine was November 1st too. So
yeah, I made up these business cards and I kind of messed it up, but it says what I'm about on the front, and then it's got my social medias on the back.
Nice.
But what I forgot was to put my email address. So I kind of messed that up. But I'm hoping if someone wants to get a hold of me, they can, figure out
how to
from one of these 3. But I leave these with people when I go knock on their doors for metal detecting.
That's better. When I started metal detecting, then that would be better.
Just remember to put some
than a sticker
contact in the
some kind of contact.
That would be better than a sticker or something more professional than saying, "Hey, here's a poker chip."
Yeah, so I hand him the card, be like, this is what I do.
Yeah.
I usually say I'm a local historian, even though I failed history class, but I'm learning so much about history now. I'd probably do way better.
History class and the history you're learning now is not the same thing.
Oh, no, I know.
History teachers when you're interested in it. When you have an interest, it changes everything.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you guys got some poker chips, send them my way. And then, like I said, I'm gonna have that.
Make some more.
I'm gonna have the birthday giveaway. That's awesome.
Are those buttons, Grandma?
They look like googly eyes.
Buttons.
Now Buttons is mad at me. You know Buttons, don't you?
No. Oh yes, I know Buttons. Yes, your doggy.
Buttons the dog.
Oh, cute.
So I was thinking about Wisconsin.
Everybody's
events in Wisconsin. So we had just hijacked your show there. I was thinking about Wisconsin, and Sticker Mule always is sending me these emails, 50 for $20 or 29 bucks, whatever. So I got these, and then I thought I just got buttons. Oh wait, they're different. And
cool.
It's for just handing stuff out when I'm out. And I hit 25 fishermen to YouTube. I'm on YouTube. You want to? Oh yeah. I says great, and then we have 12 million subscribers. The original ones and anyway, Wisconsin.
Oh no, Grandma's freezing up.
Yeah, she's getting a little glitchy.
Am I glitchy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Am I better yet?
You're getting there. Now you're out of focus.
Better?
Of course,
I'm out of focus.
The focus could be my eyes too.
Wait. Oh, my glasses are so dirty from magnet fishing, being in my magnet fishing cart. You guys I'm just like, look at this. See this grossness? Look at the grossness.
I was saying you need like a waterproof shirt. You're always stoked.
Okay. My pants are still look at this. You're gonna laugh what I got. I'm not making fun of you two brothers. Yeah, I'm fun of you two brothers. I do these things called shout out shirts, and I wear a different shirt every time magnet fishing 508.
I know.
You have merch, right? You have merch?
Yep.
I need to get some of your merch then. I'll buy it. Okay, look at see this? What color is this?
White?
It's white right now. Uh-oh.
They do not wash the laundry at home. Those two guys. I can guarantee it. How many seconds till I destroy that shirt? They said so nicely.
I thought about having a contest because I made up this shirt, which is in a sweatshirt, but you can get it as a t-shirt as well. And out of fun, I made one of the color options white. And I wanted to have like a contest to see who could just get their shirt like the absolute filthiest of my shirts.
I promise if I go out, it doesn't matter if I wear white, anything white when I go out magnet fishing, because all of the canal water here is stained with the tannins from cypress trees.
Yeah.
And the canal water is actually red. So anything white that hits that water turns red, and you do not wash it out. It stays that way. So
yeah, I pretty much have a uniform now of what clothes I'm gonna wear, and that's a couple of different shirts. That sweatshirt I just showed you, and then I went out and bought these high vis pants.
Nice.
And like I drove to like some construction store that literally just sells nothing but high vis clothing.
Good
and
idea.
I bought these pants because they're like kind of waterproof.
Yeah. So
like, I stay dry. And they have the high vis. So when I'm on a roadside, people can see me a little better. And I don't have to keep getting my clothes dirty. Like those are my magnet fishing pants now.
And
like
visibility is important out there.
Oh yeah.
Some of the spots that I go, I was so close to the road what I ended up doing was I got the bright orange buckets from Home Depot.
Yeah.
And I used what is that stuff called? Goop off. The stuff that'll take graffiti off. And I washed the sides of the bucket down so they just turned into buckets. And then I made a big 1 foot rat logo and I stuck them on it. And I put reflective duct tape around the top and the bottom. And I stick one at one end of the bridge and one at the other end of the bridge when I'm up on the bridges.
Yeah. I always try to find bridges that have a sidewalk, or at least like a, like a pull off lane or something. But, it's because that's not common here. I was like, I got to get some high vis. And
even if there is a pull off lane, the pull off lane is there for cars to pull off. And if they don't see you when they come off, it's not going to end well for you. And it don't matter whose fault it is. It's going to be a lot harder on you than it is the car.
Oh yeah. So Costco had the high vis rain jacket and pants, the construction guys, in a packet for $49.99.
It's not bad.
So it's and the jacket keeps me plenty warm. But my thing is, I go out almost every day.
Yeah.
And every day I come back looking filthy gross.
Yay!
So, you wash those things 3, 4, 5 times and they're garbage again. So I'm just in my shorts and my Walmart boots and whatever shout out shirt I'm wearing that day. And that's fine. And I get wet and it's okay.
Mary, I think I've seen a couple people with like a sign that says like, I'm doing magnet fishing, follow me on YouTube. I think the Kinsler Bros.
Yeah, they've got one.
I can't think of his name right now. Tidewater. I think he had some sort of sign as well. I think he might have.
He didn't bring it down here to Florida when he came down and visited me. But he hasn't been very active lately.
No, I talked to him a couple weeks back. He's just he said it was too much. And I totally get that.
Yeah.
Oh, it can get to be too much.
Particularly if you've got a full-time job and you're trying to keep up with YouTube. I was talking to somebody today and they were like, man, your YouTube is just blowing up. You're finding things like constantly. And I'm like, yeah, but the difference is you have a job. I don't. Unless I or Sherry have doctor appointments, I'm probably out metal detecting.
Yeah.
And my focus, I'm a magnet fisher too, but my focus has been so much metal detecting. And since I got that new Legend, it's like, that's Oh my God.
That's my dream.
It is absolutely an incredible machine. And for the cost, I got to compare side by side the Knox 800 and the Legend when I went to Florida Hunt 8, which was fantastic for me. But the comparison of the two, what they can do is comparable.
Yeah.
I don't see a difference from one to the other one. Where I see the difference is in my pocketbook and the construction. I feel a lot more confident in the construction on the Legend than I do on the construction for the 800.
And the Legend's totally waterproof, right?
Yes. Yep.
So I gotta have something that's totally waterproof.
And with the extra, you get the Pro Pack. It's $100 more than just buying the machine. You get a 6-inch coil. You get a external battery that I haven't had any problems with having to recharge that thing at all.
Except
I almost ran it dry today. Almost. But I forgot to charge it last week. I haven't had it on the charger in a week. So, and when you're at it today, you need to charge.
My detector actually died on me the other day. Monday. My wife and I actually had the day off together, which like never happens. We don't have days off that align. And a bonus is that we didn't have any kids that day. One was in school and the other was in daycare, which isn't his normal day. So we're like, let's go do something. Like, or nothing.
Yeah.
Something or nothing. Either is fine. So we went out to Tecton and we did like a little husband versus wife competition. I think she blew me out of the water. You guys will see next week. But
nice. I was going to ask if you recorded it.
Oh yeah. But my detector actually died. I said halfway through in the video, but it was more like towards the end. But she got more. So for a while, it was just like, all right, well, I'm done. I'm just going to record her and everything she finds. Because normally it was like, I'd find something and she'd be like, I found something. And I'd run over to her and then see. And then I was just following her around, dragging my detector around. But it was a good time. And like, we don't get that a lot.
Yeah.
So,
and that's important. That's more important than even detecting or magnet fishing. Just the time you can spend with loved ones.
Hi, Kitty Meow. Hi, Kitty Meow.
Meow.
Hi, Kitty Meow.
She doesn't really like being picked up, but I pick her up anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot of cats that are like that. That's actually a cat thing. I hardly ever pick up our cats. Our cats come over to us and crawl up, and then we pet them. But I hardly, unless I need them moved.
Mine come up to me, and I tell them to go away. I am not a cat person at all.
I'm a total animal person.
I'm not a cat person, and we have 8.
Oh, you have 8. Here, I'll show you guys something. Oh, I'll get it out and show you.
But yeah, it's been a week to say the least.
These were not mine. These were not my idea.
Oh.
Okay, Jessica got 1, and then Jessica was sad because he seemed so lonely, so she got 2. Both boys, of course. And then her allergies acted up.
So you ended up with them.
So guess who has piggies in her office?
Exactly.
And they're very friendly and they're very
Magnet Mission, I'm sorry. I think I just put you in a timeout. I was trying to add you as a moderator. That was not intentional.
Magnet Mission.
Oops.
Yeah.
Can you hear when he's in a timeout or not?
Hey, at least you're not me. I was in trouble for days.
Oh, he kicked Mary out.
Put Mary Mark in timeout. Somebody said it jokingly, and I went, done. And they were like, no!
I remember that. I think it was on Shane's live, right?
I think it was on, it was like on Squatchers or something, but then Shane came
in the room,
and Shane came in the room, and then Mary was all mad at Shane. It's like, Shane didn't do anything.
I remember I was there that day. That was pretty funny. Everybody had a good laugh out of that, except maybe Mary.
We all love
Mary
you.
Had a good laugh.
We all love you.
Mary had a good laugh. She knows we love her.
Just pushed the wrong button. He was trying to make you a moderator. See how that works? Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, you're going to open that package tomorrow night.
Oh, Magnet Mission, you hate me.
No, the chat was moving so fast it made me hit the wrong button.
I've done that.
Oh. So anybody want some piggies?
No.
It's okay. No, they'll live out their office. They'll live out in my office their whole 17 years of life.
Oof.
They're fun little animals, but
that's too long.
I got too many in my house already, so not pigs, just animals. But
when we bring anything into our house, it's our responsibility to take care of it till the day it dies.
Yes.
That's what I do for work. So,
see, Grandma Kelly, you and Jerry.
I'm an animal control officer.
Oh, that's you. I didn't know.
That's me.
Could you please come control these animals in my house?
You're on
He's
your own.
noting that you have 8 cats, so be careful.
Yeah, but you know what? It's funny too because Sherry had all of the animals when she and I got together 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
She already had them with one exception. And everybody knows the exception is the dude.
Yeah, the dude.
Because the dude is mine. He's my service dog. He goes with me almost everywhere. He's not coming to Wisconsin with me. And a few people weren't happy about that. They're like, why don't you bring him? He's a service dog. He can go on the plane. I'm like, yes, I know. But I can't go magnet fishing when I've got him.
Yeah.
The problem is when he's a great service dog, but he's a golden retriever.
Yes.
And you throw the magnet in, and guess what he wants to do?
Retrieve.
I'm going to go get the magnet for you.
And then he has a squirrel moment, and there's nothing you can do about it, and he's
Right.
in the water. Yeah, I get
Right.
that.
He's been with me a couple of times, and sometimes he does okay. Usually what I'll do is I'll set him up on the shore and I'll make him sit and down. And if he's in his vest, he won't go jump in the water on me.
Oh,
So,
that's good. That's good.
Have
He
you guys
kinda-
watched
he kinda knows.
Saskatchewan Fisher? He brings his dog Jess with him sometimes when he goes magnet fishing.
Yeah.
And she will do that. She'll go in the water. She's swimming around and he's throwing the magnet trying to not hit her. But one day it worked. Like I don't remember if he forgot to tie his magnet off or something happened, but it went in the water. And Jess went and grabbed the rope and brought the magnet back to him. He was so happy. He buys like a special rope that floats or something.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He was like, "Go get it, Jess! Go get it!" I love watching his videos. He's so animated.
So what was his name?
Saskatchewan Fisher.
Fisher.
Yeah. I watch it.
He's up in Canada.
He's made some cool videos just fishing. I think he's the one that made a fishing lure out of Legos one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's got a Lego Man fish hook. He seems to be more focused on actual fishing now, more than magnet fishing, but he definitely started out like doing both. But I love his videos. He adds in a lot of like animated words and stuff, and he's just so animated himself. He's fun to watch.
Well,
I'm still trying to find my style. I'm working. It
just comes to you,
you know. And I have influences on YouTube. You know, some days. Today I was out and I've got about an hour of footage, and I found myself being the juice today.
I was just going to bring him up.
I found myself being the juice a little bit today. Like, certainly I'm not Arthur. You know, I've got a very different personality.
Yeah, but Arthur's not juice either.
You're right. He's not.
There's two distinct personalities.
Right.
I can't find Saskatchewan Fisher.
But, you know, there's some of the things that the juice does that are kind of fun. And I found myself on a playground playing on the merry-go-round and filming it.
You were channeling your juice.
Then I was like, you know what? I've got 50 minutes of video now, and I need an intro. And I did that halfway through my hunt today, and I went, that's going all the way to the beginning. That's how I'm going to start my video, is playing on the playground.
That's perfect. That is a juice move.
And we should have fun when we're out there.
We should, yes. And we should not forget that fun happens.
Right. And just go with it. You know, sometimes I was having fun. I got a new pinpointer. Cheap $35 one off of Amazon, and it works better than my last cheap $35 one off Amazon.
Is it a Pootie?
I don't know. What is it?
I have my first pinpointer was a Pootie off Amazon, a $30 special that my mom got me for my birthday when I first started doing detecting.
It's a HS08. The picture is bright orange, but it's actually all black. And what's funny was I was searching with the legend, and I got a dime hit, and I ended up finding the dime, and I didn't shut the pinpointer off, and I set the pinpointer over to the side, and I'm like, it's still beeping. Yeah. So I reach over while I wasn't even filming. I was like, why was I not filming? I reached over and I pulled 2 nickels right out from underneath it.
Awesome.
And I moved it. I started recording again, and I moved it a little bit, and there was 2 more nickels. And then I grabbed the plug that I just dug up, and I put it up against the plug, and there's another nickel in there. I ended up with the pinpointer finding like 70 cents without even using the detector.
That's cool.
So I was like, see, this is the new pinpointer. I don't even need the legend. All I need is my pinpointer. And I'm not telling anybody where I got it or what I paid for it.
There's valuable information. Come on, tell me.
There's one of the parks that I go to that I call Penny Park, because I literally can do the same thing that you did. I just take the pinpointer, point it at the ground, it starts beeping. I can just reach in with my fingers and pull out a penny.
Yeah.
Like it's that close on the ground.
That's
And
one of the things I like about the playgrounds. They're easy to hunt in.
Yeah.
I was at a playground today, and unfortunately, I didn't find much. I left with 30 cents, but I was having some issues with my detector, and I don't think it was actually the machine. I think it was user error. So
It usually is.
I just
Same one I got. Good job, Duty.
I just kind of gave up, and I came back home and I just started researching how to use my detector again, because I'm like, I've got to be doing something wrong. And some of my settings were way out of whack, and I think that was part of the issue. Like I could still find items, but like something wasn't right. So,
and that's one of the things that I really like about that Legend. I've done very little with adjusting the settings on it.
mm-hmm.
It's a very advanced machine. There is a lot you can adjust on that thing, but you can take it out of the box, turn it on, and go hunt with it. There is no reason not to just take it and go.
Yeah. And then, I mean, the Knox is the same way. You know, when I bought it, I was talking with Joe Copperheads about how to use it. He was the one who helped me, choose that detector. And he's like, don't even worry about changing the settings. Like, just use it straight out the box. Figure out what everything means, in case further down the road you want to. He goes, but don't be intimidated by it. It's very user friendly, and it very much is. But somehow, I don't know what happened, but my settings are all out of whack, and it could have been from me pushing buttons or whatnot. But
I've done that.
Yeah, so
it's usually me.
Yeah, it was totally my error, but I went back and pretty much set everything back to factory. So next time when I go out, hopefully everything will be good now. So
good deal.
And it's charged, unlike the other day. So
mine's on the kitchen table, which means I've got to go out and get it and plug it in, charge the external, charge the internal, and charge my headphones.
Nice. I can't wait to get one. I'm so excited.
It's so much fun. I really love detecting.
I do too. And this, I am proud to say, like this, I'm going to sound like PBS, but this is because of viewers like you. Like this is from YouTube money.
Nice.
This is 100% YouTube money right there.
And if you incorporate and you make your YouTube a business, not only is that YouTube money, but you can write that off on your taxes as a business expense.
Yep. And
Grandma Kelly?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I did that. My wife runs the taxes here, but I'm pretty sure we put in a lot of YouTube stuff because it's a $600 detector. Like that's
Oh yeah. You want to set up as a business.
So I'm starting to keep track of everything I purchase for the channel, whether it's stickers, poker chips, magnets, shirts, whatever it is.
I haven't gotten a penny yet. I'm still 55 away, and I still have everything from the very beginning track because at the end of the year, I get to declare it all.
Right. So you're running at a negative.
Right.
That's
actually, that's great this year. No.
Right. It's gonna save you on taxes somewhere, maybe.
Yeah.
No, everything this that I'm doing is because of the subscribers, and I greatly appreciate them. I had a really good time. I haven't done much with people, but one of my subscribers, Liz, and I went over and I magnet fished with her like I said I would. I'm going to go and magnet fish with subscribers and other magnet fishers, and I'm going to go metal detect with people, and I went and just hugged Juice. I was in his neck of the woods, and I knew he had a live, and I had stuff going on too, and I was trying to record, and I just stopped by and visited with him for an hour.
Nice.
Okay? I was I wasn't.
I
in the
love
same
that
town.
guy.
Yeah, I wasn't in the same town as him, but I was almost in the same town as him, and I went and got a selfie with him.
Awesome.
Okay, and that's where I want this to go. I don't want this just to be about me metal detecting. Look at the big things I found, because I don't find big things.
I will put my link up here. I've got to get into my channel though.
Yeah. Bob, I think I made you a mod. If not, I can fix that now and hopefully not put you in timeout.
Be careful, Bob. If he does put you in timeout, he didn't mean to. So don't get mad. He must be tired or something, because it's not 8 o'clock at his place.
Yeah. So
No,
if you're a moderator, you can just click on other people's names in the chat, and it should give you the option to go to channel. But otherwise, if you're in here, feel free to drop your link to your channel. Let's.
There we go. I just dropped my link.
So
there's my link, and I will be a guest this week, I believe, on Treasure Talk.
Oh, nice.
On Thursday.
That's exciting.
That's gonna be fun. I've been looking forward to that. They scheduled me out a couple of months ago when I was really a week on the channel. I only had I think I just barely hit 200 subscribers when they had gotten a hold of me. And they got a hold of me actually through the Blue Spade Society, because I joined the Blue Spade Society on their Facebook page, which is, if anybody's not familiar with Blue Spade Society, awesome idea and organization. It's still growing. It is an organization that mentors for handicapped, disabled treasure hunters, magnet fishers, metal detectors, bottle diggers. And that's one of my huge things. Having Parkinson's disease for 11 years, I'm limited sometimes on what I can do, but I don't let it stop me from what I want to do.
Right.
And because of that, I said, it's a good time. I can give back. This is a great way for me to mentor other people. So they're going to be talking to me on Thursday.
Yeah, I really don't want anybody to think they can't do things because of anything at all in their life. You can do lots of things. I've had osteoarthritis forever, and I do limit it to 2 hours. And I do limit it to 2 hours because if I don't limit it to 2 hours, the next day I can't walk.
Well, and you came up with some good solutions to things too.
Yeah.
Your magnet retrieval system with the with the boat hand crank, that is genius.
I love seeing what other people come up with, to assist them, whether it's, for physical assistance or just, saying, hey, I figured this out, Did
you see what you just said? You're going to go in timeout, Mary.
Oh, boy. One of the first things I did, to help me, lug around all this crap that we bring everywhere, is I took the bucket. I wish I had it here with me, but I don't, because it's dirty and smelly in my car still. But I took I took the bucket and I made it into what I call my bucket pack. I got some little D hooks or D clamps or something. D rings, drilled some holes, and then I work with paracord a lot, making bracelets and dog collars or whatever. So I made backpack straps out of paracord. There you go. And so instead of lugging this bucket, which can be very heavy if you have a good day, you can throw it on your back, and it gives me bruises. It definitely gives me bruises, but it allows me to walk normally.
That's the nice thing. I've got my mountain bikes that I ride, and I just finished building a flatbed trailer for my mountain bikes. So I've got a flatbed trailer now for my one mountain bike that I use for treasure hunting.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and there's not many places I can't get with my mountain bikes.
I was using a dolly for a while with bungee cords.
Yep.
And then I had one of those hooky things for my camera. Okay, I was using that for a while, but every time I moved people, they had to fall back. You know what I mean? And so I have, when I went down to Oregon, it just gets really heavy. And I went down to Oregon and I went to go get Walmart to get one of the foldable wagons everybody has now.
Yep.
And I was very, very unhappy because they were out of the cheap one. And I wanted the cheap one.
Yeah,
so I'm down there with nothing. And these guys are counting me to go with them. So what am I going to do? Okay, I'm going to cough up the $20, don't whine about it, put on my big girl pants, buy the nicer wagon.
I'm glad you did.
Oh, it moves so easy and it's double deckered and it's lovely. And the gods were watching out for me that day.
One of the things I always say, people always complain about how much they spend for something. One of the things that I always say that I learned from my girlfriend, I'm too broke to buy cheap.
Yes. Yeah.
You buy cheap, it's going to fall apart. You're going to pay more for it because you're going to keep replacing it.
Yeah, I really am. I'm just excited about this wagon. It works really well, and I could go up and down the big hills and not be exhausted.
Yeah.
Yay.
That is a big, huge thing when you're old fart like me.
Yeah. That's one of the things I was thinking. I was like,
Grandma Kelly.
I made my bucket pack and I was like, this is awesome. Like, it's not the most comfortable because it does kind of dig into you a little bit, but it leaves you hands free.
Right.
And, getting into like these back areas where it's very tree or brush covered or whatnot, like it's a huge game changer for me.
Yep.
And, I think it was Magnet Junkie was the first one that I saw. He used the dolly with the double buckets. And now he uses the cart as well.
Yep.
A lot of people using those carts. I don't think I have the space for those. And I usually try to most of the time I park right where I am. So
yeah, they fold down really little.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're real neat.
Back in the car. I love it.
Yeah.
And they're light. They're not, and I'm just really impressed. But now I'm looking to figure out how I can walk down a creek. I don't want a backpack, but I want something that goes like this and that I can put garbage in as I pick up.
Do you know what? You need a small floating tub that can float down with you.
You don't think that'll flip over?
Not if you've got it balanced right.
Yeah.
Well, then who's going to balance me?
That's a good point. I don't know.
How many times do I fall in?
What you could do is, if you're talking about like actually walking down the creek and picking up trash as you go, I've seen the guys who do like fossil digging and stuff. They make a little wire basket. It's for straining the dirt and leaves the shark teeth there.
Right too.
But they surround it with pool noodles so that it floats.
Oh,
so you could do that same thing. You could make a floating basket and just tie, some rope around your belt or something.
See,
and it would stay right there.
Now you've got me thinking about what can I make for Grandma Kelly that would be easy for her to walk down a creek.
So I swear in another life, I was like a mad scientist inventor person because I have so many ideas in my head for things like that. And like, I just make stuff.
There's a problem, and I usually try to think of a solution. What can I make that will solve this?
Absolutely.
That's how I got the name Swamp Rat. The people around here are like, this guy's like a swamp rat. He comes up with new ideas for how to do things when he can't do it the way that everybody else can. And it's like, well, Swamp Rat works for me.
Well, I'm really proud of you for raising yourself to the challenge, because so many people would have gone home, sit down, and done nothing. And so many people have other problems that they're just sitting at home in a chair doing nothing when they just need to get their butt up and move.
Yep. Well, and I didn't have that choice. I had a 15-year-old son at the time. I was going through a divorce. I had gotten custody of my 15-year-old. It's like, what am I going to do? And that was 6 years ago. The 15-year-old's now 20 and wearing her Marine Corps uniform and out in California serving the country. So something worked out right.
Yeah. But it is a big deal to pick yourself up, put on your big boy panties, and get on with life.
Yep.
We're all called over and over again in life to find new normals.
Yep. And That's just it. What's normal? What's normal for me is not normal for everybody else.
Mhm.
And
Kelly, sounds like you need an old newspaper or delivery burlap sack. Oh, that would work good.
Idea.
The only problem is you'd have to make it out of something other than burlap because that would get real heavy. Real
you want something that's gonna. You want something that's mesh, so it's going to drain the water out.
You're on the right track.
If you're picking things up out of the water and throwing them into there, they're going to still have water in them, and you don't want
mud.
You don't want it to be waterproof because then you're hauling that water around.
I don't want to hold the water, and I'm going to be dirty anyways.
Right.
Because it's going to be 10 steps and I'll fall, and the camera won't catch it. The camera never catches me falling in.
That's because
I'm just always right off camera when I fall in.
Editing is awesome.
No, I'm not even on camera. I'm out of the view. I fall out of the view.
What is it? It's funny because I've told people before my balance is really bad. I fall all the time. And they're like, we never see you falling in your videos. It's like you think I'm going to record those?
Yeah, see, I would put my falling on the video. I let it stay.
When they get recorded, I tend to edit them out. I probably should leave them in, but
because people need to take themselves less seriously. I swim really well. Okay. And I can't even tell you how many people worry about me being on the edge of docks. And you probably didn't catch the live when I was walking on the rocks way out in Lake Tahoe this last weekend.
No. I missed that one.
Nervous. That's like I fall in where I'm at. It's only up to here, guys, and I can swim.
Right.
And I'm already walking at my knees. And all the time when I'm falling in, it's not above my head, but if it was, I could still swim.
People are so funny about getting in the water.
Yes, but I think we're Pacific Northwest people, and we're different. Well, we're not going to catch a disease from our water.
You will in Boston. So
yeah, we're Pacific Northwest. We won't.
You might not in Florida where I'm at, but
there's other concerns.
We do have things that will bite you.
But you're originally from over this way.
Yeah.
Right? Are you spending some time over this way?
I'm originally from Connecticut, but I grew up in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, so I don't care where you live now. You're a Pacific Northwest guy. You will put on socks and flip-flops.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
I actually lived in Oregon for like 2 years.
See, so you know what we're kind of like.
Yeah.
We don't think about the water.
And then I lived in South Dakota for 4 or 5, and now I'm back home in Boston where I grew up. So,
see.
So you've been on our side. You know how we are.
Yeah. I'm originally from Connecticut and grew up in the Pacific Northwest for quite a few years, and then military travels took me around, and then I decided I was going to come to Florida at one point, and I've been here for 16, 17 years now.
We were very close to moving to Florida, but
we didn't make it. And now I live in Linwood. And I grew up summers on Lummi Island.
Nice. Yeah.
When a 7-year-old could take a 12-foot rowboat with a 4-horse motor out in the middle of the Strait of Juan Fuca by herself, and nobody cared or thought about it.
It was a different time.
Different time.
I remember out on the Kitsap Peninsula going out for 2 or 3 days at a time out hiking.
Yeah, nobody thought anything of it.
Nobody thought anything of it. I don't even think my parents missed me half the time.
I'm going to go sleep out in the field tonight, Mom. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
When you're the 5th of 8 kids, you kind of get forgotten sometimes.
Yeah, that happens too.
When I was 6, the whole family decided they were going to go to. We were living in California, I think, and the whole family decided they were going to go to Wiener Schnitzel, get some hot dogs. So everybody piles in the station wagon. Mom and Dad in the front, all the kids in the back. They get there. My dad knows exactly how many hot dogs to order. They're passing him out, and he's got one left. And he's like, "Wait a minute, where's Donald?" Everybody's like, "I don't know." Apparently, I was in the family room sleeping in the sleeping bag, and they were gone for 2 hours, and I had no idea they were gone, and they had no idea I wasn't there.
Okay, so I left Joseph at the rest area. So me and the boys do a lot of driving for Taekwondo. And he was sleeping in the back with a cover over. And Jordan was sleeping in the front. We're in a little tiny, I should add. We were in a little tiny Honda Fit, and I left him at the rest area.
Oh,
That's hard.
It wasn't like it was a huge car.
Yeah.
Okay, right? So
nobody was complaining about the extra shoulder room. So
right.
Well, Jordan's up front with me. I'm driving. Joseph's in the back, covered up, sleeping. I go in and go potty. Jordan goes in and goes potty. We both sit in. I get in the car. I'm driving around the circle how rest areas go, and I'm getting ready to go out. And Jordan goes, "Mom, Joseph's not in the car." No, now he's sitting next to me. Knows the whole time while I'm out driving around that Joseph's not in the car. So, matter of factly, Mom, Joseph's not in the car. Well, I saw the pile of blankets and I thought he was still under the blankets.
Oh, there you go.
And so I loop back around to get him, and he's standing out there like this, and the area is just totally busy. And he says, "What? You forgot me, Mom?" Wow.
That's when you roll the window down and you holler out, "I didn't forget you. Bye."
All the parents were just laughing. I've been very good since then. I actually poke the blankets to make sure there's a body. Oh, so bad. So, hey.
Doesn't know the old trucker trick then.
What's the old trucker trick?
So if you're sleeping, in the sleeper bed of the truck cab, and you wake up and you got to go to the bathroom or whatever, you take your pillow and you put it on the driver's seat. So when the driver comes back, your pillow's there. He knows that you're not sleeping in the back. So
that's smart. We should implement that. But then
next road trip, you got to have a token.
So
if you leave the car, you put the token somewhere.
There you go. Oh, I felt so bad for half a second. And then I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you can't feel bad for too long.
There's so many kids, And he, borrow somebody's cell phone, call your mom, and I'll turn around.
What's that? Oh.
Mary's worrying more about you falling and hitting your head. You have stuff, okay, but my head's so hard too. My head's hard. It would take a lot to hurt me.
I mean, I've got to be cautious of that.
Yeah, I don't.
If I take a head blow on a fall, I'm going to the hospital. Period.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go like this and get on it. Because when I fell in the river, I did hit my head, all the back of my head on a rock.
I think I've only had one fall ever where I've hit my head. Well, and I don't even know if I hit my head. I can't remember because nobody saw me fall.
Yeah, and last time you probably did.
So I ended up, hey, I don't know if I hit my head. I don't know if I did. Don't know if I didn't. Let's go to the hospital. And they keep a good eye on that. If I hit my head and lose consciousness, they've got to go in and check, make sure that the leads are in the right place.
They're all in the right place still. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to move them around though. I don't know if Josh knows what I'm pointing at.
Yeah, you got the implants up there.
Yeah.
You were talking about that on someone's live the other day.
Yep.
Pretty interesting.
I think that's really cool.
I got to get the battery changed next year.
Bionic man.
Yep. Yeah, it's funny because I was testing the pin. When I test my pinpointer, I test it up on my chest or I test it up on my neck to find the wire.
I took a good whop to the head today from my shovel.
Dude, was she that mad at you? Was she really that mad at you?
No, I'm finding the signal and finally got it. And I'm like, okay, dig the hole. And then I just take the shovel and just kind of stab it into the ground next to me to keep it away from the detector and the pinpointer. Right. And as I'm down there like this, it just wham. The ground I was at today was really hard. Like I got a really nice shovel that the digologist made for me.
Nice.
And normally that thing cuts through like butter, and this was like I'm jumping on it to try to get it in. It was the area right around the basketball courts of this playground, so it's a lot of high traffic. So it must
You're
just
not
have been
supposed to do the concrete.
It might as well have been.
Yeah.
No,
And so
wait a minute. You're not supposed to dig through the concrete?
No.
Grandma Kelly, that's where I find all the good stuff.
Dude,
that's where all the rebar
out
is.
every time.
Yeah.
See those nice the silver little bracelets and a nice little vacation
Oh,
with Bubba.
I just realized I had another key. There's one of my finds from the other day. I found a new key.
You know
Iron
what I found
Man.
today? Okay, guys, don't do this when you go to the beach.
What?
Okay. You know how I always find clothes?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So somebody stuffed all their keys in the toe of the sock that I found today. You know, they had it in their shoe, walking on the dock. So when I pulled out the sock, it was like, oh, there's metal in here. And I put it inside out, and it's full of keys. It's like, oh, your day sucked. You didn't just lose your socks. You couldn't get home.
You think that's enough keys?
Yeah, that's cool.
Those are all my detecting and magnet fishing keys for the
That's
last
cool.
4 months. Those are going to the 717 detectorist. Orlando is he's keeping a hold of keys for the Kidney Foundation. So
okay.
I started putting them in a jar, and when I get a few more in the jar, I'll put them all in one package and mail them out to him. He's like, well, you can just take them in. I'm like, oh no, I'm sending them to you.
Oh, and then he gets the credit for taking them in, which is cool.
Right.
But what does the Kidney Foundation do with keys?
They just melt them down.
Most of them are brass, I think.
Almost all of them are brass.
Yeah.
The only reason
And there's a lot of money in that?
Scrap metals.
Brass isn't bad.
Well, yeah, but I don't get much for my scrap. But I mean, how many keys do you need to make a difference?
Probably a lot. I don't know.
It's the same as like pull tabs. You know, Tripwire keeps all his pull tabs, and he donates them to one of the charities that he's fond of. They just melt it down for aluminum.
And they actually make enough money for a decent donation off that?
They make enough.
If enough people send them in. I mean, if all of us that are out there looking for keys send all of our keys to one location, that's substantial. That's a lot of keys.
Well, yeah, we need to get that out there.
Just me doing it. That's not a lot of keys. Well, it's quite a few keys.
Yeah.
But I do have some keys that I won't give up.
Well, then I got to remember that. So I need to say keys and pull tabs.
Yep.
Now they're the pull tabs, not the little tiny ones, or are they the old-fashioned ones?
I don't think it matters.
Either one?
I think they're all aluminum. So
those ones, but not the other ones.
I don't send the other ones. I just put these ones in the
those
jar.
kind you're talking about. Okay, I'll try and keep those.
Yeah, I already keep, my scrap steel or iron, whatever they want to call it, at the scrapyard, and then I keep copper.
So you separate those out.
Yeah. So every once in a while, if I pick up a motor, like something with a small motor in it, I'll pull that for copper. I pick copper up off the side of the road. So like I've already got a bucket for that.
Copper's not ferrous.
Right.
Right.
So, but usually for the motors, the casings are.
Right.
So the casings are steel, and they've actually got magnets in them too, usually. So you'll find those, but it's the copper inside that's really worth money if you have the time and patience to separate it.
How
out.
much money is it really worth?
I keep all my bullets that I find.
Yeah.
But I have a foundry in my storage unit that I can bring to the backyard and fire up, and I can melt them down myself and make new items out of them.
Yeah, I get that.
So
okay, so if I find bullet casings like that, you want them?
No, I find so many of them. I don't need it.
I don't want to send them to you then.
So copper right now is about $3 a pound.
That's a lot of copper, though. A pound of copper is a lot of copper.
But I'm
not knocking this. I just load up my Subaru of all my junk, and they have me back up to the mixed junk pile, and then they sort it.
Yep.
And
they pay me, but not that much.
Steel right now is about $350. So it's probably not worth it really to pull it out, but I look for it in other places. Like I look, there's houses that are doing construction.
Right,
I see if they're leaving copper pipe out. I got to get there before the junkies do, but I'll
You're not high. You can fight.
Yeah.
No.
So, but I'll be walking and I find like a piece of, power line or something that's
aluminum,
2 feet line, and it's solid copper wire. I just strip the
plastic,
the plastic rubber off and throw it in the bucket.
You can find a lot of aluminum wire that way too, because a lot of it's aluminum.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to ask myself, I'm like, do I want another bucket of pull tabs or keys or
things like keys, that'll sit in a jar.
Yeah.
That'll sit in a jar on the shelf when it's full, when it's partway full. When I have enough to fill, say, like a box like that, I'll package it up and send it out to Orlando, and he can deal with it at that point. That'll be a heavy box.
Yeah. Part of my thing is, because I'm Grandma Kelly's Clean Life, Clean Living, I am a vegan environmentalist.
Yep.
And what I really do is not magnafish, won't be metal detector, won't be kayak. What I'm really doing is I'm getting garbage and trying to put it in its right place. Okay, that's why I ask these questions, because I know right now I just take everything to the scrapyard. They have me put it in the general pile. They sort them themselves. I don't trust the people with the fishing line. I dispose of that myself.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's a pain in the butt. But what I do is when we're going to have all the kids over and we're going to roast marshmallows, after they go back in, I just sit there and I start dumping my thing of fishing line on top of the fire, and it's gone. It's gone.
Right. Good idea.
Now I know it's putting stuff in the air, but I don't smoke and I don't eat beef, so back off. My footprint's very little. If I'm going to put my fishing line up in the air, I'm going to put my fishing line in the air. But anyway, sorry.
What's it going to do? What's it going to do if it sits in a landfill? It's going to cause more environmental hazards to the animals that are out there. Other
animals. That's right. So I don't trust people to.
Yep.
I don't put it in the little container thing.
Yeah.
But
people are asking.
I'm curious because I always want to get things in the right place.
This is my Louie.
Hi, Louie.
He's
kitty.
Like 13, 15 years old now.
Nice. Louie.
What's he saying?
We have a Maine Coon mix that's somewhere in between, getting close to 20 somewhere.
We have a Maine Coon in our house too.
Yeah.
Beautiful cat, but not very nice.
No, they're very nice as long as you understand them.
She can be mean just to be mean.
They rule the house.
Nobody could pet her. Nobody could get near her until my son moved into the house.
And she loved it.
He loves Truman. She will right up in his lap. Right. She's loving. She's like, what the heck?
Your first mistake that came out of your mouth, Swampy, was you have a Maine Coon. You do not have a Maine Coon.
No, it has
a Maine Coon has you, and she decides the rules. Yep. And as soon as we figured that out, because the vet was very clear on that, Mama Kitty's a lovely cat, and she gets to die in a nice home who treats her very well instead of out on the streets.
Well, the Maine Coon is not the cat that rules this house.
Oh, really?
We have another one, and she is the oldest in the house. She is, we don't know what she is. She's like a gray cat that she was the first cat that Sherry got. She's very mouthy.
I love talking cats.
As in, she'll actually say no. She says no, clear as day. She says mama. When she wants Sherry, she'll come to the door while we're sleeping. And if she wants to go upstairs, she could jump over. We've got gates to stop the dogs from going upstairs. So it's the cat's area. She will come to the door and she will demand the gate be opened for her. She does not jump. Sadie is the crown princess of this house. And she does not jump. But she was on the opposite side of the gate one day, and I was in a bad mood, and she just kept, and I'm like, just shut up. You can jump over the gate yourself. And clear as day, Sherry was standing there and I was standing there, and we both just dropped our jaws looking at each other because she actually meowed "F you" to me. And I so wish we would have gotten it on video because you know how viral that would go.
Oh, big time. Big time.
I mean, if Sherry wasn't standing there, she'd have never believed me.
Right.
But we both had to say, did she just say what we think she said? And she's never done it again. That's the only time she's ever done it. But yeah, she's the crown princess. You piss her off and you leave your shoes out, you're going to get pee in your shoes.
That's a normal reaction. People get really mad at their cats and they don't understand it. That's a normal thing.
Yeah.
Right? It's a normal thing. Or, when the dog eats your specific thing, they're mad at you or you're not listening.
Right. Or they just want your attention.
Right. Want your attention too. Yeah.
Dude's a little better with that than most of the critters in the house because when he wants your attention, he just pushes up against you. Yeah. The only problem was he was hyper yesterday and he knocked Sherry down. When an 85-pound dog hits a 106-pound woman, it's not. Yeah. Yeah. She's still hurting. Her leg's still hurting today. So, ay. That crazy dog. Sometimes he's a disservice dog, People always say, I don't understand people who say, I wish my dog was a service dog. I could take him everywhere. No, you don't. It is, first off, it's really time consuming to train a service dog, particularly if you're training it for yourself, because you're putting in so many hours of training into that dog. When we were training, like actively training, he and I would be at training courses twice a week for 3 hours at a time. So 6 hours a week we were training, and I had him from 10 weeks and he just got fully trained last year at 2 years old. Mm-hmm. So we had almost 2 years of training, solid training. He's very rarely away from my side. If the door was open here,
you bet your side.
He's sitting right behind me like normal.
I bet he's right outside the door too.
I'm going to check.
I have 3 little dogs right outside the door right now. I don't even have to go look. I know they're there. Okay. I didn't trade them, unfortunately, but I'm top dog, so they just hover.
Yeah.
He's not just sitting right there, but the minute I opened the door,
he would be.
He's in the center of the. He saw the door open. Now he's here.
Yeah, he's okay. He doesn't bother anybody.
He was sitting in the middle of the room and just
waiting.
Yep. Dude, sit.
So how many cats do you have?
I have 3.
3.
We have Louie, the Siamese, Thistle. He's our Bengal mix. And then we have Joey. He's 100% a-hole.
Everybody needs one of those.
He's a big old fat white cat. And
down.
I don't know if he runs this house, but he thinks he does.
Back. He does.
Back.
So,
down.
Yeah.
They
good boy.
He'll just be sitting there. He'll be sitting at the end of the hallway, and one of the dogs wants to go down the hallway, and they know they can't go down there.
No,
they'll be barking at him, and he's like, "I ain't moving.
Right.
I'm the cat."
Does he ever attack him?
Well, that's so like you'll just be walking.
Attack the dogs?
Sometimes, yeah. And like, but I'll be walking, and I don't even know that he's like under the kitchen chair, and all of a sudden, just you get like, wah, 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 wah. Like I'm like, what the heck was that? Like swatting at my ankles.
I had a rehome a cat with my mother because there was something about this cat and me, and most of the time, him and I got along really great, but every so often he just would attack me. I mean, like attack, like my face and my head, and I'm like pulling him off. I was like, dude, you can't be here anymore. So, and my mom never had any problem with him. It's like something about his personality and mine just did jive.
And that happens with animals, this guy here, ironically, when they were first born, I got to see these dogs when they were very first born. Cool. I had just lost my first service dog. like, I think when this litter of puppies was born, I think they were only like 6 weeks old when my service dog passed away. My
Oh,
first
that's
service dog,
sad.
Baxter. And I was not in a position where I wanted another service dog.
Mhm.
Baxter was only 16 months old when I lost him. He ended up developing a brain tumor and he bit somebody. And I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Can't have that.
Yeah.
But then they, 2 weeks later, 4 weeks later, when these guys hit 10 weeks old, they were ready to go out to the people, whoever they were going to be assigned to. And the lady that's the founder of Positive Action Foundation, I had been continuing to go even after I lost my service dog, just helping with training. After 16 months after Baxter was smart, he was full access trained in less than 16 months.
Yeah.
So he was a really smart dog, but it just, it didn't work out, unfortunately, because of his health issue. The health issue came up. You can't have a dog that has a brain tumor and bites somebody be a service dog.
Well, yeah, and brain tumors do things like that.
Yeah, and it wasn't his fault. But then, just a couple of weeks after, when these guys were ready to go out, she goes over. She sees me over there playing with them, and she looks over at one of the other staff, and she goes, "Go find one of the dogs and take it to Dawn." And she handed it to me, and she goes, "Oh, by the way, that's your dog. You're taking it home today." And it was this guy. He was the biggest in the litter. Yeah. And I'd actually seen them. I'd taken pictures of that litter, weeks before, when they had just barely separated from their mom and they were out in the puppy playpen. And this guy was coming to the gate even then, because I know what color they color coded the collars. Right. Yeah. So I know which dogs were which on the pictures, and I was looking at his documents a few months ago, and I went, wait a minute. And I flipped back, and I'm looking through my pictures of my phone, and I go, he's actually the puppy that came up to me when he was only like 4 weeks old.
Oh, cool.
So he and I have been bonded for quite a while. He's a good dog.
Nice.
He's good.
The best. Right? And he's still the biggest. He's 85 pounds of golden retriever lab mix. Big golden.
Yeah, my last golden was 120.
And he had to go on a diet. He was at 95. Yeah, he was at 95 pure muscle, but he had to go on a little bit of a diet because we've got the organization that we train with has got weight limits on the dogs, and they're like, he's getting too heavy, Don.
Yeah.
Bring him down a little bit. You didn't like that either, did you, dude? Oh, you need outside? I got to go, guys. I've got somebody that needs to go.
See you. You guys, Mary has cats that need homes, cats and kittens.
Bye, Josh. Thanks for having me up.
Yeah, thanks for coming up, Swampy.
We'll see you later.
All right.
Yeah, she has like 8 adult cats and 9 kittens that need homes. Wow, that's a lot, Mary.
It is a lot. I don't know if I could have 8 cats. I barely like 3.
8 cats and 9 kittens. Wow.
Right now, we foster dogs for a rescue that I work with.
Oh, well, did you know a rescue for her to get in touch with? She is in Michigan.
Michigan? I'd have to look into it, and I will look into it.
Yeah, can you look into that when you get home? Or you are home when you get to work, so we can give Mary an answer. I told her that when I was in Wisconsin, I'll drive over and get a kitty, one of the kittens. I already have 4 adult cats, or 3 adult cats.
Yep. So
that's how I get my cats. I get the cat nobody wants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How's that nice to explain it?
Yeah.
That's how I ended up with all the parakeets I have too. They're living out their nice life in their big, huge cage, being fed and watered and left alone. And they're happy together. But they'll live out their life. You know what I mean? Anyway, enough with that.
We got 2 dogs of our own, 3 cats, and then we usually always have a foster dog. So we kind of always have 3 dogs.
Yeah.
But I never wanted 3 dogs. Like I knew 3 was my limit, or really like 2 was my limit, but I could deal with 3, but I don't want 3.
Right. I get that. Yeah.
But now I always kind of have 3.
Right. Isn't that funny how that works? So we had 4. We had Megan, who I found in one of my lots when I was in Brazil. She was like 30 days old. And she raised her in my pocket for a while. And she just died at 17. And then my golden retriever ended up having lymphoma at 10 and a half. So I had to put him down. And along the path, I ended up with Toby and Chico, who's a brother and sister dog. So at one point I had 4, but 2 of them were on their way out. So I thought I'd have 2 dogs, right? I had 2 dogs for 6 months. And then my sister went into hospice care and she's like, can't you take my dog? It's like, am I supposed to say no to that?
That's how we got our 3rd cat, sort of.
Yeah.
My in-laws were moving into elderly housing,
right?
And they could only keep 1 cat, so we got their other cat, which is our Joey, our white cat. So which it works. So like he's ours now. We've had him for like 5-6 years or something. But
to
I was
me,
like, I don't want a 3rd cat. But
for me, every animal deserves to live out, because I'm vegan, probably live out their life to death. And that's just, how I am, but whatever.
Yeah. I lost my first dog a couple years ago. Actually kind of when I started the channel.
Yeah.
Is when I lost him. We got him when he was 6 years old out in South Dakota. And then he came here with us and lived another 6 years. But then he just started getting old and everything just caught up to him. And one morning he woke me up because he couldn't breathe and we just had to bring him to the vet that day. So
that's hard. It's so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Megan was getting so crazy. She would like 3 o'clock, both deaf and blind. And 3 o'clock in the morning, she'd be facing the hallway wall and barking.
Yeah.
And she had no idea she was doing this. But oh my God, from being thrown into a vacant lot at 30 days old or thereabouts and end up in the United States and dying at 17. She had a good life. Oh, there we go. Oh, puppy poo.
My good friend, she painted that for me.
Oh, that's nice.
So he hangs in my kitchen.
There you go. That's good.
While my other ones just sleep on the couch.
Yeah, I used to have couches. No.
Yeah.
All mine sleep with me. That's why I have a king size bed.
Yeah, I've trained them to not sleep on my side. So unfortunately, my wife doesn't get much leg room. But
well, I have a king size bed, but they're all in their same position every night up against me, keeping me safe, which is really cool. And nobody can move in this house without them knowing about it. So I think when I leave for work, they come into my closet office and they all take a nap because when I get up to go to work, nobody tries to go to the car with me. When I get up and go magnet fishing, they all try and go to the car with me. But when I go to work, they all come in there in my office here and all go on their little round bed. And I think that's when they really sleep.
Yeah.
Because their job is done. Mom's leaving. Doing that thing she does every day. Anyway. What else should we talk about?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna plug my birthday bash again. So I am
your birthday bash.
Yeah. So
if you want to, or you want me to? You want to wrap it up? You want to hang?
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. So
I love you guys. Thank you for staying around and all that other stuff. Whoever might still be around.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for jumping in. Makes conversation a little better.
Anytime I'm here and I can do it, I do. Need a shower. Need to do some editing. I'm dry now though.
That's good.
Send me out. I don't know how to get out.
Okay, I'll kick you out. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming in. Like I said, this is just a random stream. Swamp Rat's got a great subscriber count right now, 508. I dig it. So yeah, for anyone here, I'm officially announcing it, but I'll make an official video later. So my 2-year YouTube anniversary birthday thing is coming up in August. And for that, I'm going to be giving all of you guys presents. I'm going to have a variety of different presents for people to win. There's going to be some magnet fishing stuff, hopefully a magnet or two. We're going to throw in a grappling hook. We're going to have some metal detecting stuff to give away. We're going to have some swag packs, stickers, poker chips, t-shirts, all that good stuff. If anybody wants to contribute poker chips or stickers, my email is down at the bottom. I'm going to try to get a really big amount of everything and just do a big thank you to all my subscribers and everyone that supported me for the last 2 years. So I'll be making an official announcement about that. But yeah, if you have any questions about it or want to get involved with the birthday bash, send me an email, hit me up, and we can talk about it. Judy Menzel, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining the channel. The 99 cents will go a long way helping with postage and everything else. And be sure to look out for those member benefits, such as sneak peeks and, member giveaways, which I'll be definitely doing a member only giveaway on the birthday as well. So Oregon family, what's up? You're catching the end of it. We're just going to ditch out right now. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. Just having a late night insomniac chat. Grandma Kelly, thank you for coming up. Swamp Rat Nation was in here as well, chatting it up. We had a great time. And I was just saying we're doing a birthday bash for my channel in August. My channel will be 2, and it's just going to be prizes galore. So be on the lookout for that. And thank you all. It's pretty much midnight now for me. So everyone have a good night. Hit the like button. Watch some of my other videos. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, everybody.